You know it.
Bro.
Let's make it a full-time career to lie. And then they wonder why you sit up here and you internalize it. You internalize it because every time you were manipulated, every time you were lied to, every time you were played, somebody looked at you and said, you should have known. You should have known he was manipulating you. You should have known he was lying. You should have saw the red flags. Absolutely, sometimes it be in our face like a and we need to take accountability for that. But sometimes make a whole career out of lying, and you got to make another full-time job out of finding some out for yourself.
And sometimes you tell your Uber to drop you off on Elm Street with a goddamn Child's Play doll in your lap, right? On your way to Jason's house, right?
Hell no.
And act like you not getting tricked or treated on.
Yo, for a fact. And they're both right. They're both right. I'm going to tell you why. So, yes, there are some people, and I'm going to label them as the masterminds. There are these guys that have, and I'm going to exaggerate for a second for effect, studied psychology. They're a narcissist, and they have all these issues, and they know exactly how to manipulate you and get all this information out of you and understand exactly what you're missing in your life and how to fill those voids. And you're like, oh, my God, I didn't see it coming. And those things happen to people. There are people that are made to be victims, unfortunately, on both sides. But then, like he said as well, there are situations where, like, you knew, bro. I mean, you maybe ain't know the whole thing, nor could you have possibly predicted exactly what was going to happen. But you hear some of these stories and you're like, yo, listen, like, you found out from your homegirl that he was doing blah, blah, blah before you met him. When you met him, the first time you were over to his house when y'all were serious, you were finding perfume and all this other stuff and you excused it. You were looking at him and something's not feeling right. He said something that didn't match up the first couple times y'all linked, and you overlook it. And I think also, and she did make a good point of saying, like, when those situations happen, you got to take accountability for that. But I do not like how it feels like the whole mastermind thing is so commonplace. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, he manipulated me. I didn't know what was going on. But then women are taught constantly that they're smarter than most men. They mature faster than most men. They understand emotions and logic better than most men. So how are you being brainwashed that you have all these tools and you can have somebody that is hyper intelligent, hyper successful, getting played by a dude who ain't even graduated from high school? Like, he doesn't even speak proper English. He can't even articulate himself. And me and any other guys you were talking to about your situation are supposed to believe that you were victimized by this mastermind. That's not true. Come on, bro. How y'all feel about this? Let me know down in the comments below.